howdy doodies. I do this a lot, especially not for a race. I like to walk around the shop. I like to just kind of look around, making sure I'm not forgetting nothing. We got a big race tomorrow. First thing in the morning, we are racing the Garland Memorial, the Catalina wine mixer, 4,000 to win. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. It's one of the biggest races in Florida, and it's for a very spectacular person, Mrs. Garland Rowland. Ex-military, did 30-something years in the military. Her son has ran, for as long as I can remember, one of the most successful Southern dirt karting operations, PEC, Mr. David Rowland. You've probably heard of him. He's kind of a big deal. Well, what you don't know is his mom has always been in the game a little bit, always helping him at the track, selling parts, communicating with the kids, and just overall just a very nice person, and kind of made a name for herself in the racing community just because she's always around. And that's who this race is about. Don't forget, that's the main deal. That's who this race is about. Pays 4,000 doll hairs in the main event. We'll also be racing Pro Medium, which pays 1,000 doll hairs. So total, we're racing for like 5,000 doll hairs. That's a lot of money in a go-kart. It's awesome. And it's a prestigious race. I want to be on the list. I want to be known as a Garland Memorial winner. And that's the goal here. Leaving first thing in the morning, Crossroads Motorplex, Jasper, Florida. And we're going to get this thing on like Donkey Kong. Kaz has been working tires. Charlie's been getting plenty of rest on push-ups. Mike Kane is going to be there. My child Huck, he's going to be there. My wife's going to be there. It's going to be a good time. So I hope you guys stick around, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get to it and let's go get after it. Come on. So we're about to go get some sleep right now though. And we'll see y'all first thing in the morning when we get out of here. Heading into Crossroads Motorplex. We are running a couple minutes behind time, I reckon, but maybe not, because they're gonna probably drag it out a little bit. We got the whole crew with us as always. My lovely wife, we got Dalton, we got Charlie Farley, and then there's a Huck. He's somewhere back there, I don't know. So stick around, let's see if we can do this thing. There's gonna be a lot of action, a lot of big racing, a lot of big monies, and we're here for it. So keep on keeping on. The gunslinger with us today. You pumped up, Kane. You pumped up, man.
I'm pumped up, baby.
He's getting his tires on right here. Y'all don't know, Mike Kane back in the day was a bad SOB in the go-kart world. Stop. Hey, it was. Now, it was. Ran up, used to PC
right.
South.
That was okay.
PC South. He's running super heavy and sumo today.
No, man.
Just super heavy?
Don't even. Two things, no 35 and over and no super heavy, man. That's not a thing.
First thing I do, got to get numbers on it.
Yeah, got to get you some mailbox
My
numbers.
number guy let me down.
Oh, that is true. You do know a number guy.
Yeah, I do know a number guy.
71 Designs or something like that? We do got the Kaz Motorsport.
Got the Kaz, bud.
So that means if you need anything, any information, you can just go right to Kaz and get it.
It's on there, so he's got to give it up.
That's one of the perks for the stickers. You get a sticker, you get the info. All right, we're getting geared up for practice. Got our first set on the go-kart. We got one getting pulled down. And as always, more or less, we're just trying to figure out what kind of tire we're going to run this week. And also, we're scuffing some tires that Kaz sanded last week. You're going to see going forward the next few minutes. It's going to be a rat race around here. I'm going to try to get as much footage as I can. Dalton, Charlie, and Kaz will be rushing to get tires on and on so we can run as much practice as possible and scuff as much as possible.
We're under a little bit of a weather delay right now. It's been sprinkling on and off. Got the driver here. What are you thinking, man?
It's definitely a little moist out today, which is good for us. We live in swampland, Floridians here, real Floridians, so that's just almost like back home to us. So as long as the rain holds off, I'm gonna pull my Saturday night special moves And hopefully we're going to take home 5,000 doll hairs is what I'm thinking, brother. What do you think?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
So
we got the tire wizard back here, Chris Kaz.
He's 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's 100 miles an hour, man.
We're lucky to get any footage of him. Because I'll tell you, this man works his behind off. He's been working all week on a cart. He's mounted a seat. He's fixed bodies, fixed brakes. I mean, list goes on and on. We definitely appreciate him. But I think he's going to have us right. This is our favorite track, so I feel good about it, man.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's definitely throwing us some curveballs today with the weather. So, hey, the cream's going to rise to the top, and Kaz is one of the best at it. So I think we're going to be good, man. I like it. Yeah. I like adversity. I know this guy right here. He ain't scared to throw a bumper to someone. So
cream rises to the top. I got you for 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's go.
Good thing is Kaz is no stranger to victory lane at this race. What year did you and Darren win it?
2020.
2020. Kaz was the owner of the cart, set up the cart, and D Brown Racing drove it, and they won this race. So there's no reason he can't set me up to win too. So that's the goal here, and we're about to dig city. We're getting geared up for practice. Get some tires kind of lined up, squared away, what we're going to practice on, and Huck might even make an appearance on the track today himself. You're going to go really fast, so make sure you lead this all the way forward because that's high speed. Now look, you got any game plans going out there? What's your game plan? Drive fast. Let's drive on up there. Let's do it. You got it, son. Oh, keep on. Press the gas. It drives like it's daddy. Now listen, brother, you drive this thing like you stole it, okay? There you go. Look at Huck trying to make a pass on the inside. Dude, give me a high five, bro. All right, Huck, you just came off after the first heat race. How'd the go-kart feel? It felt pretty good. Knuckles, proud of you, dude. Good job out there. As you can tell, the track is wet as crap. So I'm not going out for the first round of practice because it's more or less you wouldn't accomplish anything. I can't scuff no tires, can't learn nothing. So we're gonna wait for the second round of practice, ease on out there, try to get a few sets scuffed in for qualifying, and just keep marching forward.
I see a YouTube channel now. I don't know if you're gonna be fast enough today to be videoing or anything, but you video us.
Hey, as long as he's on the rear camera, not the front one, you know what I'm saying? It's been a while. I ain't been out here in probably 7 years.
Well, we just got back to you. We quit about 7, 8 years ago. We just getting back into it.
See, there's a lot of people getting back into it. That's a good thing.
So just kind of a all-around plan on what we're doing right now. We were given time intervals for practice today, which is a little unusual for go-karting. Usually we get given laps for our practices. With the time intervals, we're able to get some tires ran in and then come back, put new tires on the cart and run in another set. So that's the game plan. Thomas went out for the first couple laps here, did about 7 laps, ran in a set of tires. He's coming off the track now. We're going to go ahead and throw a second set on. And Chris Kazmachek here, the tire wizard himself, he's getting suited and booted up, ready to cut some laps for another little round and run in a second set. So y'all just watch the chaos as it happens.
All right, so we got done with practice, learned a little bit, showed a lot of speed, but the go-kart's still a little ill handling. We're running 4 classes today, medium being our first one. I know for y'all that don't know, when I say medium and heavy, that's weight division, how much you inside the go-kart weigh. So right now I run medium and heavy. For heavy, you gotta weigh 375. For medium, you gotta weigh 350. That being said, I'm gonna take a few pieces of lead off the go-kart that's mounted on the seat, just to get me down to medium weight. We've changed cross, we're changing gear. We're just trying to get this thing ready for qualifying. Figure out something in medium, and then by the time we get the pro classes, we're gonna try to put this thing on the pole. All right, so we got our lead off. Just gonna give y'all an insight. Now we're about to change our gear ratio. On these things, you got a single drive system here. You got a clutch with a driver, then you got a rear gear. If you wanna turn less RPMs, you drop the gear down on the rear. If you want to turn more, you turn it on up. We turn like 7,000 RPMs in practice, which is not terrible. You want to turn like 68, 69. So we're going to drop one tooth that should get us about low 6,900 RPMs, which is a lot for a little engine, but these engines are built to be able to handle that kind of power. It's pretty simple. Got a chain guard you take off. You got a motor mount. You loosen it up. Once you loosen it up, you can slide the motor mount. Take the gear off, put it back on, and boom, you got your gear change. Are they started qualifying yet?
I think they're about to start right now. Coming off the dirty track.
All right, so we're about to head on out for qualifying. Got the driver here. What's your thoughts? What's our hopes? What are we going for?
I've got one game plan. I know before in the past I like to holler the number one stuff. And I've worked on that, and I'm getting past that arrogance. My goal here, we got 4 classes, 4 tries till we get to the main event. I want to touch the top 10 in this medium class. If we can hit top 10, I feel like we can definitely make it up to top 5 or pole by the time we hit qualifying for the 4,000.
Yep.
That's the goal. It's just a simple goal, but I think we can do that.
I think it's very much plausible. So just kind of a rundown in our practice. This is kind of our first time really going out on the track with like race trim, qualifying trim kart, because all the practice we ran in tires, right? So that just means we're kind of riding around, knocking the top layer off of them. So this is our first time really putting a hammer down out there, man. So this is a big jump to see where we're at, to really get a gauge on, get a gauge on the field and where we stand, if we suck, if we're fast, hero or zero, this is the time. So
y'all hold on, it's gonna be fast paced and we're about to rip through this qualifying. Medium coming up first. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm here. Hanging in there.
Hey, y'all got any speed today?
Huh?
Y'all any good? Guess we're about to find out. Are you a Wiltsy?
Yeah.
Been in the ball game.
Yeah. Good luck, buddy. I
You too, brother.
over here and see you.
Yeah, I'll come see you some more. Jump.
Come on, man.
No good, man.
Well, you better tighten up.
I'm about to do something. That ain't worth a darn.
A bad day of racing is always better than a good day of work.
I like your style, buddy. I like your style. So we just got done with medium qualifying. Dalton getting our tires all cleaned up. 30 carts. We were 1 spot shy of my goal. Ended up qualifying 11th. So we made a few more adjustments. We're about to go out for pro medium. It's the same weight division, except for this one pays 1,000 doll hairs. So hopefully with the adjustments between the weight and tire changes, we can get this thing in the top 5. Let me give you guys a little technical tip here. As you seen that qualifying run, ran off the racetrack, the car will not cut. So I'm gonna do is take a little cross out of this thing. I'm gonna do it in the left front. I'm more or less just gonna lower my left front spindle, which should in return help this car steer center out. So it's all these little adjustments all add up, and it's not a full-fledged race car, but there's still a lot of things you can work on these go-karts to find a little bit of speed. It's pretty simple. You got a caster bolt here, take that out. You got washers on top, washers on bottom. So I'm gonna take a washer off the bottom and put a washer on top. And that'll give me, take some cross out of the go-kart. You see your washers, not too thick, roughly like a 1/16 of an inch. And we're only doing 1 washer, and it'll make that much of a difference. I didn't tighten that bolt too much. You don't want to just gouge down thing. You want to be able to turn that bolt after it's all said and done. That way you know you ain't got nothing too tight, nothing in the bind. You're good to go. You want F all the way up? You want F all the way up?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, man.
Put it on the body, or on your chest, and can't be on your helmet.
All right, sir. Chops, I sure can do that. I can do
You know
that.
better than that.
I'm just a rookie, brother.
No, you ain't.
I'm a rookie.
You know better than that.
All right, guys, so we just got done with pro medium qualifying. We ended up 22nd, so a little bit of a setback. The whole field picked on up, so everyone's found some speed. We kind of stayed stagnant on our speed, so we're trying some new things here.
Let me tell you something. We're racing partners, okay? We all have had bad days. We're having a little bit of a bad day, but we're not working. So we still got 2 good classes coming up. They did get mad about the helmet camera, so I apologize about that. We did move the camera onto the side of the body to still try to give you guys as much footage as possible. We've changed weight, we've changed tire compound, we've changed all kind of stuff other than a driver, which might light a problem. But we're going up from 22. Before we hit that pro heavy, we're gonna touch top 10. You can bet that.
So just to kind of to tell y'all how competitive the field is, Thomas went a 3. When I say a 3, I mean 14.3. 14 seconds, 3/10. The pole sitter, who is P1 right now, went a 14.0. We're talking 3/10 of a second difference between 22nd and 1st. The field is highly competitive today, and the track is throwing curveballs left and right.
Yeah, and plus I probably ran out of talent working 3/10. So we're gonna get the talent back. We're gonna gain the 3/10 back. That's all there is to it.
There we go.
Sun's shining, we're racing, baby. It don't matter where we end up, but we're still having a good time. We're still gonna make that pro heavy. That's believe that. We're 3 races in qualifying. We just qualified for heavy. At this point, kind of turned into a laughing stock, which is fine, brothers. I've been laughed at my whole life. That's no big deal. But the positive note is I've got my guys, they are changing everything they can change, any kind of ideal they can think of. We're going messing with all front end geometry. We're taking a stab at it. Hell, I even got my old lady over there washing tires. Look at that fine behind right there. Huck, what you doing? Either way, got one more race. We're about to qualify for this pro heavy. We're in it to win it, Bubba. That's all there is to it. We're about to send this baby all the way down to Beantown and just see what she'll do and make this race and just keep marching forward. Losers cry, winners keep on digging. Point blank period. Let's get back to work. This is what the look of 96% defeated looks like. My hair's crazy. My heart's 100 miles an hour. My temper is just getting so close to explosion. But that's all right. We're not quitters. Losers quit. We're losing, but we ain't quitting. Qualified like dog crap in the main event. We got to run a constancy. We have moved from the front making changes, and now we're about to move to the rear and make some changes and just pray we can find some sort of speed to make it through this constancy and make it to the main event. That's just all there is to it. We're struggle busting. This is one of the biggest races of the year, like I said, and it's just whooping us. But got to keep marching forward. The littlest thing might make the biggest difference, and never give up. You know, that's all we can do. We're going to keep going forward, keep racing, and just try to do something in this race. If we don't do anything else in this race, we're going to learn something. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. You know, the biggest thing is today is that we're learning from our mistakes and our struggles. It's been a minute since we've been in it, so it's, you know, still getting our feet up under us, and today is a huge testament of just gotta find the bright side on bad days, and that's just to keep making adjustments and learning as we go till we can find our baseline again.
But I will say, as a good old country boy, there is a nice pond right over there. And if all else fails, we'll just go
We can be pro bass fishermen.
We'll just go fishing. You know, so we'll go do some fishing. So stay tuned, pray for us, hit that like. We need a like. If you give us a like, that might make the rest of the video go a little more swell for us. And let's just continue to get after it. That's all I can say. We made the race. We're still garbage. 3 and 4, I'm having let off the whole turn. At this point, the only thing we know to do is just go 180 degrees on tires. Do a little bit of older stuff. I'm putting the freshest stuff we got on for medium. If this is good, I'm gonna come off after a few laps and prepare the tires for the main event. It's the only set I got that's just fresh, and it's really my only option left. So stay tuned. Let's get it, dude. I've been down. I ain't never been down like this before. I'm here to tell you, we are struggling. When we made the main event, 44 carts will be starting, I don't even know, 27, 28. But, I mean, that's still good, I guess, just to make the race, but the cart is crap. We have tried everything from fresher tires, old tires, caster, camber, cross. I mean, if you name it, we've tried it, and we really are struggling. Y'all stay tuned. Let's get on back to it. For those wondering why we're pulling off after 5 or 6 laps, the reason being is because we're limited on tires and we feel like we may have hit on something. We may not have hit on what's perfect, but we definitely just picked up 2 tenths and we're in a lot more worthy situation. Kaz is still wanting to mess with the cart. I believe he's going to move the seat around, but we do know we have gained a lot of ground. So we had to save them tires. I've only got so many sets of tires that are that old. So now we got a game plan on rubber as far as Pro Heavy goes. Still working on some potential cart setup to kind of make the cart cut a little more. Center out the turn, we're still struggling a little bit getting the cut. So when you make some sort of move, just help the thing cut. Probably going to test in this next heavy race. And just more or less, we're spending the rest of the night, we're focusing on the 50 lapper at Garland Memorial. That's all there is to it. So stay tuned. Let's just see if we can find just a little bit more speed. Can't tell we're all wore out. We've been working our asses off today. When I say we, I mean everybody, even Huck's over there about to take a nap. can't tell, that was a disaster. I don't know who that cat was in front of me or who plowed into the back of me, but here's a note. You can't stop in the straightaway. Sorry for getting mad at you, whoever you was. I'm just, tensions are high. I don't really know if we gained much ground as far as figuring out what to do to the cart, but we still made the race, so it's like we got to run it. I'm not going home. Didn't destroy the cart too much. Got a little bit of nose damage whenever I plowed into the guy, I guess, pulling off the racetrack in the middle of the straightaway. Stay tuned. We're about to run that 50 lapper Garland Memorial, 4,000 beans to win. Go ahead and drop a comment. Who do you think is going to win this thing if you have not watched the race already? And if you have, don't spoil it for the next person. Let's get to it.
Hey, all of our crews, if you would, please start clearing out the track as well. Start clearing out the surface.
Well, boys, look what we were handed to us. That was not too bad. Even though we got lapped, we stayed out there all 50 laps. No sissy strap out, you know. And we finished like 13th. End of the day, we were not that good, but we made the Garland and we finished outside of top 10. The go-karts in one piece, and we had a good time. We're about to load up. If y'all haven't already, hit that like and subscribe, drop a comment. Always, I appreciate every single one of y'all, everybody that came and talked to me today. Appreciate all y'all, and just keep on keeping on, because we about to load up and head on back to Latte, Florida. Got anything you want to say, Huck? You did good in your race though, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Say bye.
Bye.
I tell you, anytime I have a bad week, and I just like to come look at the one time I was decent in this racing world, and it just kind of turns me back around, you know. Just gives me just a little bit of confidence. This is a day after the races, Sunday. Got the cart unloaded. I've talked to old girl. Kind of rubbed her down a little bit, had a little bit of conversation, you know, because I'm a little disappointed in not only the cart, but myself, you know, which rough weekend. That's all there was to it. There was 44 go-karts total. We qualified 26 in the main event, the Garland. Had to run a Concy, which we, through the string of our teeth and the good Lord willing, we made it. We made the race, so that was a big goal. You know, I just wanted to at least make that race so I can make this video for you guys. We ended up finishing 12th in the 50-lapper Garland Memorial, which is not bad considering I had the 28th fastest lap time out of 30 go-karts. And you take this information with you. If you ever catch yourself in a 50-lapper or a 100-lapper, any long race like that, and you're junk, you know you're junk, your best thing to do is survive. You got to go into survival mode and just try to finish the race, because half of them are squirrels. They're going to run out of talent, and they're going to end off the backstretch in a matter of no time. Before you know it, you're going to end up like me, close to the top 10 when you shouldn't even been there in the first place. I finished 12th, not too bad. Kaz, Dalton, Mike Kane, my wife Emily, my son Huck, just had a lot of good help there, and I've got a dang good team, man. Like, I've got the best team at go-kart racing as far as I'm concerned, but we're struggling. That's just all there is to it. We've been in this thing 3 races now, and all 3 races we have struggled, and it seems to be a consistent struggle. I cannot get the go-kart to cut center out the turn, and it's killing me. It kills my momentum. If you can't keep your momentum coming out the turn, how are you going to pass somebody going into the next turn? You've got no drive, you lose all your momentum, so you're just a sitting duck. Quack, quack. End of the day, me and my team will outwork anybody at the racetrack. We got some ideals in mind. Might make a cart change. If you are a racer and you've got a 2024 Platinum Diamond and you're having no problem cutting coming out the turn, and you got any sort of suggestion, drop a comment. Let me know what you think I should try. I've tried caster, camber, left side weight, cross. I moved the seat. Went from a month and a half old tire to a 1 week old tire, and every flipping tire in between, and I always started back over. As always, appreciate every single one of y'all's that, you know, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. Just the fact that y'all want to watch this, thank you very much. If I seen you at the track, it was really nice talking to you. And if you see me at the track, come holler at me. Come ask me, how are you doing? Come talk to me. I've always got a minute to spare to talk to an old friend or even a new friend. As always, God bless and peace. We're going to get them next time.